Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, December 1st. Welcome to the High Risk Wrestling Recap. I am Jeremy Pierce, your host. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course, the 215 on Twitter. And without further ado, let's get into the news. AEW wrestlers prefer AEW for their travel benefits because there's something that the WWE just does not provide. According to SRS, the company pays for flights and hotel, whereas WWE only pays for flights. They don't pay for hotels, they don't pay for cars, and that is a big point of attraction in addition to the lesser schedule and taxing on the body. Before Monday Night Raw, the WWE introduced through Adam Pearce the Women's Intercontinental Championship. There will be a tournament announced for Raw tomorrow night or tonight, whether when you're listening to this. Come back Tuesday for our Let's Talk About It and who I think should win, become that first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Go check out the original episode with the European Championship that I came up with. AEW has changed an event in Australia. It was Grand Slam. It looks like they were trying to do another stadium show at Grand Slam. It was not working. Tickets were not selling, so they're switching to a smaller arena, and that's just good on their part. TNA has signed Lei Ying Lee officially. The former WWE superstar known as Xia Li is now part of the TNA Knockouts roster, and I am ecstatic for her. She's been one of my favorites. I'm happy she finally gets a shot and a chance to show who she is and what she can really do. We got a big update on Ricky Starks. So he showed up at a GCW show, cut an amazing promo. Of course, this was all approved by AEW. His contract is up in the mid of 2025. He's currently not being used in AEW, and he was going to be working with the GCW, but Effie went and ran his mouth and came at Tony Khan's father, so Ricky Starks was pulled from GCW, and I'm almost sure Ricky was going to be used for the GCW show at the Hammerstein Ballroom. The love of my life, well, one of the loves of my life, Gigi Dolan has made her return to NXT following her injury hiatus. She got involved in the North American Championship match. Happy to see her back, and it's crazy to think that while she was away, the women's roster in NXT got even better and got even more stacked, and yet they are still able to use her. TNA is allowing wrestling fans to choose an event location for 2025. This major event will be going down somewhere in February. The choices are New York City or Los Angeles. I'm trying to figure out what event do they usually have in February, March. I gotta go look it up, but fans will be able to choose. I'm probably going to choose New York City. The Hardy Boys have re-signed with TNA, and they are here to stay. This is good news for them. Speaking of contracts, Penta is now a free agent. Wow. His brother Ray Phoenix is still under contract to AEW. We know that they plan on going to WWE at some point. Penta's probably just going to end up working the indies for now, while Ray just waits out his contract or until he and Tony Khan can come to some sort of agreement. On the injury side of things, Bronson Reed is a little banged up in more ways than one after Survivor Series. Remember, he took that did the tsunami off of the top of the cage through the table. He had to be helped to the back. He will be out for a couple of weeks, but he has spoken. He's feeling good. I mean, the spot was dangerous, but Reed says he'll be ready to go, and the time is coming. Adam Copeland has been getting ready from his brutal steel cage injury. He is recovering, and looks like he will be coming back soon, maybe in a few more months, to heal up. Sky Blue has given us an update on her ankle injury. July 20th is when she got hurt. She's just going to still be facing this extended recovery time and following the surgery, but she's feeling good. She's feeling better, and she's just working her way on getting back. Eddie Kingston, update on him. He is now going through intense physical therapy. He is now able to walk. He can do some light exercises in the gym, but he was just tore up from the floor up. Looks like he will be coming back around mid-2025. Jimmy Uso suffered some injuries following the Survivor Series WarGames. Looked like he broke his toe Wow. That sucks. We'll see what goes down with him. Carmella is suffering from drop foot and has a couple of back injuries. It's more specifically, she has 2 herniated discs. The drop foot is also caused by a nerve condition affecting mobility. So we will see. Hopefully, listen, relax, take care of that baby of yours, and just heal up. I will very, very much likely like to see Carmella back in the WWE. And Keith Lee, we don't have a super update on him. He just hasn't been clear. He's going to heal. He's going to get better. He's working to get healthier. That is it. All we know is he suffered mightily from COVID. But that is the news, and time for the week in review. We shall be right back. All right, the week in review, Monday Night Raw. You know that's how we start off with. This was the go-home show for Survivor Series. The show gets a fist. Damian Priest sows more seeds of doubt to Gunther. He just called it like it is. The aura is gone. The mystique is gone. Gunther knows that he would not be champion if it wasn't for Finn Balor. Gunther tried attacking Priest, but he ends up getting put through the announce table with the Razor's Edge. Rhea Ripley does not care who replaces Jade, as long as she gets her hand on Liv Morgan. The Creed brothers end up defeating Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee after Chad Gable got involved. What he did was so hilarious. He turned Rey's mask around on his head, and Rey couldn't see. The Creed brothers won. Finn gives the group, the Judgment Day, a pep talk while pointing out Dom's constant failures, and looks like we're slowly, surely about to get the breakup of the Judgment Day. Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser ended in DQ as Sheamus attacked in a brawl broke out. So Adam Pearce made a triple threat match for Survivor Series. Jimmy Uso tells Jay and Sammy to trust the wise men, because he trusts the wise men. The Judgment Day retained the tag team championship against the War Raiders. Figured that was going to happen. Kofi and X squashed their beef as their anniversary is next week. And as they're starting their match, they argue over who's going to start the match, and they end up getting schooled by the Alpha Academy. And then, as they make their way back to the gorilla position, they have some words with each other. X says Kofi doesn't do anything, and he's here to fight back while he's worried about other people's problems. Kofi says, we don't put you in charge, X, because you take unnecessary risk, and that y'all called me to the New Day. I was already a Hall of Famer. X says, we built you up and got you the world championship, and you squandered it by losing to Brock Lesnar in 6 seconds. Woo! 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 And Kofi tells X, yo, you don't get any championships because you don't know what to do with them. You fail like all the time. Bro, oh my God. This anniversary, oh my God, is going down on Raw. Nikki Cross gets to Scarlett, and left on the screen is everyone has something to lose. And in the main event, Bianca pulled the John Cena because she is John Cena, and she wins the advantage match for her team at WarGames, and she defeated Nia Jax. Yay, that's a great way to put over your champion. Over on Dynamite, the C2 begins, and this is the Full Gear Fallout show. Also, I was at Full Gear, very much enjoyed myself. The Hurt Syndicate starts the show off. They make their mission statement clear that when we give you this card, it's a rocket to the top, but if you decline us, well, don't. Shelton Benjamin ends up defeating Mark Briscoe to earn 3 points in the C2. Camille quits on Mercedes Moné. Jericho retains the Ring of Honor World Championship, defeating Ishii. Swerve takes issue with Max Caster, and he starts beating him up. We got Swerve on our edge. We got Max Caster being dumb. It's getting crazy out here. Hangman will hold up his end of the bargain against Christian Cage, and Jay White comes out, taunts him, saying, yo, you lose. You lost to me. Twice, the Death Riders attacked them both. Claudia defeated Ricochet to earn 3 points in the C2. Cloud Fletcher will prove that he's better than Will Ospreay in the C2. He'll do better than him. Adam Cole isn't done with MJF, and Kyle O'Reilly wants a piece of MJF as well. MJF was on the screen, is like, I took 20 seconds. I don't care. I care more about this diamond ring. I'm going to play y'all out. And he's going to piano and just plays them out. Jimmy Hayter defeats Queen Aminata to advance in the women's International Women's Cup. It was a solid match. Julia Hart taunts her with the lights. Got that first few. I think Joy's going to cause Hater the match. Mariah May attacked Mina Shirakawa during Mina's interview. Mina's like, why would Mariah do this? She just gets jealous and she pushes people away that gets close to her. And Mariah came up behind her and smacked her upside the head, crashing, blasting a champagne bottle over her. It was bad. And in the main event, Brody King defeated Darby Allin to earn 3 points in the C2. And Claudio comes out and he wants to beat up on Darby. And Brody's like, nah, it's my boy. Nah. So we get Brody versus Claudio in the C2 next week. I'm kind of hyped for that. It's so funny that Brody and Darby have beaten each other up so much that they have mutual respect for each other. Over Impact, this was the Thanksgiving show, so nothing here. This was the best of show, and also the Turning Point Go Home show. So we had some vignettes, some videos to hype the show. And we had some matches that they showed. This was pretty good, but here are the Turning Point results, what went down on Friday. Santana defeated Cash. Joe Hendry wins the Turkey Bowl. Moose retains the X Division Championship, defeating Laredo Kid. Steve Maclin defeated Josh Alexander in a no disqualification match. The Hardys and Ace Austin beat Kushida, Zachary Wentz, and their mystery tag team partner, as Wentz went to the Shaman, and the Shaman said the Bro was here, and the Bro arrived, and that was none other than one Matthew Riddle. Masha Slamovich defeated Jordynne Grace in a 2 out of 3 falls match to retain the Knockouts Championship. And in the main event, Nick Nemeth defeated Eddie Edwards to retain the TNA World Championship. And JBL saved Nick Nemeth once again. What is going on? This is weird. Over on Smackdown, we had the Survivor Series Go Home show. This show actually gets a thumbs up because it was just a well-built show. So we opened up with the women's WarGame participants, and they do what they do. They sow seeds of doubt in each other, against their opponents, and then they just end up brawling. This was all well and good. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Andrade. Andrade was mad because he feels like Shinsuke jumped the line on the U.S. title. Knight tries to get in some cheap shots on Shinsuke, but catches a miss, and the miss got spit so quickly. Nick Aldis does the Bloodline that everyone is banned from ringside during the Advantage match with Jacob versus Jay. Tommaso Ciampa gives Johnny an ultimatum. Stop hanging out with your boys. Not even stop hanging out with your boys. Pick them or us, and let's get these tag team titles back. Kevin Owens breaks down why he is right. 3 moments. The Thunderdome era, when Roman threw him off the stage. Number 2, Thunderdome era, Royal Rumble, where he got cheated out of the World Championship. And number 3, what was that? The Elimination Chamber, where the Bloodline tied them up and absolutely whooped him a new one in front of Sami Zayn. And Cody had the nerve to team with Roman. KO was right. KO was right. I'm hoping KO becomes the new world champion. Cody Rhodes defeated Carmelo Hayes. Paul Heyman brokers a deal between Roman and Punk. 1 day, 1 job, 1 favor. And Punk is going to cash in that favor. Michin defeats Piper Niven and Lash Legend to advance in the U.S. title tournament. B-Fab drove back Chelsea Green. LA Knight is pissed and wants a piece of Shinsuke, so they'll get that match at Survivor Series. And in the main event, Jacob Fatu pretty much dominated and commanded Jey Uso, winning the man advantage for their team at Survivor Series. Over on Collision, the C2 begins in full gear. This is also the full gear Fallout show. This is the CMLL show, featured a lot of CMLL wrestlers. Ospreay defeated Juice Robinson to earn 3 points in the C2. Mariah May loves Mina, but she's going to get the real Mina at this point. Private Party Mystical defeated MXM Collection and Johnny TV. I'm fine with this. 1, there are 2 things I don't like. 1, you need to advertise Mystical. He's one of the biggest stars on the planet. And 2, I don't like MXM and Johnny TV coming together and losing just back-to-back weeks they've lost. This group is too good to be losing like this. Anna Jay has nothing left to lose, so we'll see what's next with her. Kyle Fletcher defeated the Beast Mortals to earn 3 points in the C2. The Kingdom tells Kyle O'Reilly to let them finish it with MJF. The Outrunners defeated the Iron Savages. Then we got the FT Runners doing their thing. Max Caster challenges a Swerve to a match while also saying that he is the leader of the Acclaimed. Hangman Page defeated Wheeler Yuta as the Death Riders look on. And then he was going to pillmanize him after the match, and they just didn't do anything. So Jay White came out, stopped him, pulled him off, and then hit the Blade Runner on Willie Yuta. Mina Shirakawa defeated Layla Gray. Willow Nightingale's goal is to win the International Women's Cup, and her first opponent in that tournament will be none other than Serena Deeb. And in the main event, Daniel Garcia and Kazuchika Okada fought to a draw, both earning 1 point in the C2. This match never really got out of second gear, so I want to see what it looks like when they get to third gear, as I think there's a lot more to do with them. Over on Rampage, Thunder Rosa defeated Harley Graham, who revealed herself to be Harley Cameron. The winner was never in doubt. Mercedes Moné wants to add more gold to her collection for Christmas. Atlantis Jr., Katsuyo Shibata, and Mascara Dorado defeated Top Flight in Action and Andretti. The Beast Mortals defeated Serpentico. Camille was found attacked backstage. Who wasn't? It wasn't Mercedes. I mean, she was on the show. And the main event, Hechicero defeated Komander in an absolutely amazing match. Our matches of the week from NXT: Giulia versus Kelani. Jordynne. From SmackDown, Jacob Fatu versus Jey Uso. From Turning Point, Steve Maclin versus Josh Alexander in that no DQ match. And also Masha Slamovich versus Jordynne Grace in the 2 out of 3 falls match for the Knockouts Championship. From Rampage, Atlantis Jr., Katsuyo Shibata, and Mascara Dorado versus Top Flight in Action Andretti. And of course, Hechicero versus Komander from that same show. And from Survivor Series, Bron Breakker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship. And from Survivor Series, the Men's WarGames match. Our star of the week, we're going to go with the entire CMLL promotion. Shinsuke Nakamura for becoming the new United States champion, and the OG Bloodline for getting the win and WarGames. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All this month, we are building up to the cutters. All the shows will be our nominees. Not even the nominees, is really going to be the just a recap of the year and a whole bunch of stuff. I cannot wait, and then come back at the end of the month for the cutters. But I'll see you when I see you. Peace.